2017, celebrating Black History Month.
You know, in September 2016, the National Museum of African American History and Culture opened in Washington, D.C. to great fanfare.
It's the premier institution detailing Black American heritage, from when enslaved Africans were first brought to these shores to the present-day accomplishments of people of color.
There are many Philadelphians who have contributed to the museum.
You'll find the custom hats of May Leeds on display. She opened her own millinery business in Philadelphia back in 1940 and sold her decorative works to many stars and socialites of the day.
Here's the story of one local woman who made a major gift to the museum on behalf of her late husband's incredible collection of Black film artifacts.
Vernon Odom shares the story.
The late Larry Richards was an avid collector of any and everything having to do with African-American filmmaking back in the early to mid-20th century.
The artifacts actually date back to 1916, when the first African-American film production company originated. They acted, directed, wrote, and produced films, which were called race films.
His widow, Dr. Beverly Richards, is now curator of this impressive collection called A Cinema Apart, which includes hundreds of rare race films.
African Americans had an opportunity to control the images that were seen. So when you went to the movies for a race film, they were articulate, they were upstanding, positive images that you wanted to aspire to.
They starred Black actors that were usually in supporting and sidekick roles in mainstream movies and TV shows.
Spencer Williams is very well known as Andy in the TV series Amos and Andy. What we don't know is that he was an actor, a director, a writer, and a producer of race films.
The collection also includes a host of photos, clothes, jewelry, and other eclectic Black film memorabilia.
This is an example of the race film poster collection. You had the big stars like Lena Horne. This belonged to Dorothy Dandridge. This is a beautiful cigarette case.
Now the public can see many items from the Cinema Apart collection.
I'm absolutely thrilled that the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture has acquired almost 1,000 pieces from this prized collection. You'll see on display Sammy Davis Jr.'s tap shoes, many photographs and lobby cards from Paul Robeson.
Dr. Richards has a mission to keep sharing the legacy of Black American cinema.
I think it's important for young people to understand that we have been in the industry on every level, from distribution to writing, producing, directing, owning the theaters, and certainly making the films. They need to know that there were many who came before them.
Dr. Richards has produced an hour-long documentary about race films called The Birth of Black Film, and she continues to lecture about the collection across the country.
Well, thank you for watching this.